Hello, everybody. Welcome to my weird and wonderful world. And today I have a few subjects to talk about. The first thing, of course, is that cool live venue I went to last night, where the main act was, of course, the Great Balancing Act, and the opening act was my good friends Francine McClure and Robert Cormier, and there was Michel on the guitar. I forget his last name at the moment, but they were great. They were great. They're called the Francine McClure Trio, and they were the opening act. But my favorite part of the whole night, basically, I mean, the whole night was great. I mean, the music was fantastic, especially for me when the Great Balancing Act, because that's more my style of music. Not saying that Francine McClure is terrible in any way, shape, or form. You know, they for what they do, they're top notch. Okay, for that type of music, but it's not necessarily my favorite type of music. Although I do really like it. You know, talking about this album is French Acadian music. Okay, mostly. There's a couple of English songs on here, but I like it. I really like it. Like 10 years ago, I probably would not like that type of music. But because I have respect for them and an open mind, much more than I used to be, I can really appreciate it like it's supposed to, and everything. But but the main thing was when I went into the green room. Okay, this was kind of the big thing for me that I want to talk about. Is when I went into the green room to talk to the band, the Great Balancing Act, and there was Jeep Jones, there was Mina in there, and everybody, and and one of the band members, points to the shirt and says, "Hey, I like Sparks. I just watched their documentary not too long ago, and I've been a fan for 30 years." And like, yeah, that's awesome. That's cool. Finally, somebody recognized the Sparks shirt. I'm not wearing it now, but yeah, they recognized it and everything. And then Jeep Jones, the main guy, the guy with the hat, he he says, I don't know if you know him, but there's a YouTuber, Canadian Stud Muffin. Like, yeah, I know Canadian Stud Muffin. I was like, it's like, yeah, I know Canadian Stud Muffin. I'm a Patreon with him. Yeah, and he's been on my channel. I've been on his channel. It's yeah, it was like I was not expecting them to recognize Canadian Stud Muffin. Like what a yeah, that kind of blew my mind a little bit. It's like you know who Canadian Stud Muffin is. So talking to them after the show a little bit, um, Jeep Jones, the guy, his name is JP, but everybody calls him Jeep. So he asked me if he could get Larry Graves' address so that he can send Larry Graves the albums and everything. And I of course I contacted Larry Graves right after and said, yeah, and told him all about it, and said, yeah, he wants to send you some CDs and everything, and hopefully we'll get to slip that in there too, because I really would like to hear Larry Graves' um, review of this and everything, what he thinks of it. So we'll see about sending this. It's only a 20-minute long album anyway, but it's super good for what it is. Like I said, it wasn't necessarily my type of music that I would be attracted to, but since it came from them, it's superb and it's really good. So hopefully we'll get that all settled out. I like tried to get invited to the Facebook page for I asked a friend request. That's what I was trying to think of, a friend request to Jeep Jones, and hopefully so I can send him give him Larry's address, and so he can send them stuff. So that would be cool. And Larry said he'll open it on his channel. So yeah, cool. And again, the band was fantastic. The only little caveat about the whole night was at the last song one of the last songs, the second to the last song on with the encores, they played a cover song of a great American band. Okay, and YouTube kind of copyright, didn't take the video down or anything, but there's a copyright on there. So okay, so I'm disputing it. I'm putting it under fair use. Even though it's a cover song, and sometimes cover songs don't get covered by a fair use. But in this case, because I put in the description and I go, look, the audio is so bad, okay, that even if it's just a cover song, there's no way people are gonna profit from it because it's the sound, like with my, because I was using my phone, the sound was booming. Okay, it was nice. It sounded good, but there's so much pressure coming from that sound that you could feel it. You could feel it, in your chest. It was nice and loud, and it sounded great. But that compression, okay, this little speaker on this phone cannot handle that. That's why when you listen to that show that I taped yesterday, it's all garbled and warbled and and warped. The sound doesn't. It's not a good sound quality at all. So anybody who wants to profit off of that, which is what the copyright is trying to fight against, people profiting off of other people's works, they can't, because like I said, the recording is so bad, compared to being there. So they can try, but I got 30 days to I can test it and ask them. So yeah, so when then we'll see 30 days. I'm sure they're gonna. Usually what happens so far with all the copyrights I've been getting, 30 days pass by, nobody disputes the claim, and so it's okay. Which reminds me that the Tool video I did where I was doing the video, I'll leave a link for that. And the Tool video I did, yeah, that the copyright vanished on that. Nobody, because again, it was on my TV. The sound quality wasn't the greatest, um, so that passed through. So I can't see how this can't pass through. I shouldn't have to worry about copyright on this because, like I said, the sound quality is bad. All right, um, that's it for that thing. What else do I want to say? Oh yes, it's going to be the interview I did with Monty Mullen. Yeah, I needed to remind myself for a second there. Of course, it was a wonderful interview I did with Monty Mullen on his great channel. It's called Monty Sparks Entertainment and Art Podcast Site! Exclamation mark. And yeah, he interviewed me for Sparks Timber when I did my whole month of Sparks Timber, and he interviewed me that about that, asked me about my list and everything. You can find his the interview's out right now. I will also be leaving a link to that down in the comments below for sure. And so yeah, that was fun. That was a fun little interview, and hope you guys enjoy that. I will, like I said, I'll leave that below. And one more thing before I let you go, I didn't want to make this video too long. Is that yeah a video I made 2 days ago, my rant video, I deleted that because as soon as I put that up, and I should have known because it always happens. Whenever I put a sort of rant video like that, some people tend to get they take it the wrong way, and I'm sure every time they take it the wrong way, and I gained a subscriber yesterday, right? Whoa, which reminds me, I don't have it written down, but yeah, Cody Miller, he's my last subscriber, and thank you. I'm glad you're checking out my channel. I hope I don't disappoint you in everything, but yeah, I had gained a subscriber and then I lost a subscriber. And so, and whenever I lose a subscriber, it does kind of, it kind of gets me a little bit down because it's like, what did they see or hear that they didn't like? I'm always questioning that when I lose a subscriber, but I'm sure it had to be because of that rant video. So from now on, I am not making rant videos like that anymore because it always makes me lose a subscriber or two. Always, so that is the end of those. I'm not even going to tell you what the video was about. So I deleted it. It's the very first video I've ever deleted off my channel. I might go back and start checking out those other rant videos but yeah, Yeah, those rant videos are not good for my channel, and I'm not doing them anymore. And oh, last note, something I just thought of now is yeah, I'm actually pretty fine since I quit the green. Yeah, I feel actually so much a little bit better already. Like the what's it called, the withdrawals was really so much less intense than it was the last time I quit, and the time before that it seemed like every time I quit and start up, it becomes easier to quit every time I start up. It's just a little bit, I just feel, you just feel a little bit, just a little bit uncomfortable. You do get a little bit of the cold sweats, but I didn't get any of that today. Any of that. I feel fine today. Today is, yeah, I feel a little bit more clear-headed than usual. So everything's good with that. And I have no desire. When Christmas comes around or any special occasions, I am like, yeah, I know I can say no. I can even stand. I can even be next to somebody who's smoking it, and it won't bother me, as it happened today. Somebody was smoking around me, and it didn't attract me at all. So I'm proud of myself. I'm happy with that. I think this time for sure it's gonna stick for good. All right, so I'm going to let you go now. And like always, I'm going to say how much I love you guys out there. And if you subscribe to my channel, I will greatly love you forever and appreciate it. And also, yeah, don't forget to subscribe. If you haven't subscribed to Monty Mullen's channel, go and do so. I mean, that's if you're into Sparks, because he dedicates his channel to Sparks, of course. But yeah, he deserves to get over 200, and hopefully we can get him up there. Spread the word. And so yeah, okay, I'm done. Everybody, please be safe. Take care. I will see you on the flip side, and please, everybody, have a great day, evening, morning, night, afternoon, wherever you may be. Peace.